Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rum and Cinema. Today, we're taking a look at Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro on Netflix, streaming now. As always, I'm joined by my guests, Nate and Jake. Nate, how you living?
I'm so excited. You know why? Because I feel like we've been agreeing on so many movies lately.
Ooh.
And I know we don't agree on this one.
Oh no. How do you know? Oh, because Jake already told you?
None of us have talked about this movie.
None of us have talked
on it.
It tells me Nate hates it.
I know we don't agree on this movie.
I don't know.
Then
We'll see.
You telling me you know we don't agree, I'll tell you I now also know we don't agree, and even harder than you think we don't agree.
I think we do agree.
I figure, yeah.
I think we do agree.
So I'm ready to argue.
Let's get into it. Jake, how are you argumentatively feeling right now?
Oh, I'm ready to get into it. I'm also pumped because I had this crazy theory / realization.
Wow.
I think the scientist was the monster all along.
Oh, shit. I skipped that part where the guy said it to his face. I should have paid attention to that. Oh.
I momentarily passed out from my eyes rolling so hard out of my head.
Jake, you're going to be on your own in this one, I think.
Oh, that's crazy.
Let's talk about Frankenstein. So Guillermo del Toro's career goal has been to create a Frankenstein movie. He read the book when he was a kid. He loved it. He's like, you can see it influence him in his other movies like Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth. There's all these kind of like little nods to monsters of Frankenstein. And now it's his chance to live out his dream. Much like Denis Villeneuve, who's got to do Dune after doing Blade Runner. Like, show your chops and then you finally get your chance. Guillermo got his chance with Frankenstein, now on Netflix. Stars none other than Oscar Isaac as good old Victor Frankenstein, who was cast as him from the beginning. Guillermo del Toro has said, like, from the start, this is who he was going to be. Jacob Elordi as the creature. He was a last-minute replacement for Andrew Garfield, who was planned to be in it. They worked on his body prosthetics. Yeah, they worked on his body prosthetics for like 9 or 10 months. And then they had a couple weeks to make it for Jacob Elordi because of a scheduling conflict.
Wow.
Yeah. Christoph Waltz as Harlander, who has a weird-looking hair, and then you realize why. Mia Goth as both Victor Frankenstein's brother's love interest and his mother. Pretty cool. Yeah, Mia Goth plays the mom too. She has some prosthetics on.
Yeah.
And then some other people like Charles Dance plays Leopold, David Bradley. There's a bunch of like famous British people in this movie. Ralph Ineson.
Yeah, a couple of Game of Thrones alumni.
Yeah. Very much like if we did Past Cast, Future Cast still, these would be our people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very in our wheelhouse. There's also Dave Jones, what's his name? Doug Jones was originally attached as the monster as well, but he's been like on almost every Del Toro movie. He played the creature in Shape of Water. He was in Pan's Labyrinth. He did the eye guy. Yeah, you'd know him. I mean, he was in Hellboy. He played the like fish thing in Hellboy, the OG good one.
Oh yeah.
Say, you might not know him because they're all monsters.
Yeah, his face is in What We Do in the Shadows. You've seen that? He plays the Baron. Yeah, the show, not the movie. So anyway, Frankenstein. Let's start off with how we feel this movie was. Nate, we kind of already know how you're going to feel. Jake, let's start with you.
We know how Jake's going to feel too.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I'm throwing out my number now.
Okay.
I'm calling this 9 out of 10 my favorite movie of the year.
Whoa. Tell me more.
I saw this in theaters. Has the had a little bit of a theater release, and it came out on Netflix pretty quick, right? This is like Netflix Studios movie.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of lingering in theaters, so I managed to see it there in a pretty crowded theater. Yeah, I was blown away. It's a different interpretation of the original story. It's much closer to the story than the original horror movie Frankenstein.
Okay.
But it still deviates in some respects. I've seen some things with Del Toro talking about why that is. He says it shouldn't be his interpretation of the movie. It should be his adaptation to it, or of the book.
Like
So
that.
he says, he can't tell Mary Shelley's story of Frankenstein in a movie because he's not Mary Shelley. So he tells his story of Frankenstein as Del Toro.
Okay.
So because of that, some of the choices were made. Some of the characters and motivations were a little bit different. Biggest highlights for me are just the emotion that comes through. The acting for the main cast is phenomenal. With of course biggest shout outs to the Doctor and the Monster. I think they absolutely kill it. Would assume to see some sort of nomination for one or both. And the set design just looked beautiful. The cinematography with the lab, with the Arctic, and the costume design is also stellar.
All real sets, by the way. He built the ship and he built the lab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's CGI, right? The wolves are CGI, but the sets and its settings are not,
Really
which
cool.
is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So beautifully put together movie. A long movie, never felt long to me. I love how it was told. We open up with the excitement in the Arctic. So, everybody knows the story of Frankenstein, right? So I'm assuming that anybody listening knows the gist of it.
Yeah.
But we actually start off with, we're being hunted by this creature. And so it starts off on the high point. We're not just waiting for the creature to happen, which I feel like would be what happens if you just start with the story from the beginning.
Yeah, a long wait.
Yes. So then it kicks back. You have Victor Frankenstein tell his story. That was kind of funny because the ship captain is like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" And he's like, "Let's go back to when I was a young boy."
I need to tell you a story. Yeah, that's great.
And that, so just, the way they told the story in different parts, the conclusion at the end, I don't know, just phenomenal movie.
He originally wanted to make it 3 movies. The first movie would be Victor's story. The second movie would be the creature story. And the third movie would be the ship captain's story. But the studio told him no. And they were
That is insane because he'd have to add a lot to make the ship captain's story a thing, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Although, unless the end of the second movie, the creatures movie is when they're caught by the ship captain, and you start from the beginning of this movie as the ship captain, and then you basically meet Victor, and then the ship captain's backstory probably happens, and then what happens after the creature is probably in there, and then the finale of both the creature and the Victor's story are probably happening in that third story. So you get all 3.
Either way, it's still a lot that you'd have to add because you're going from 2.5 hours of film
to 5. Probably.
Yeah, you'd have to add.
Yeah, it would probably
be
so
much extra story.
A more direct adaptation of the book, if I had to guess.
I don't think he left much out.
Okay, I've never read it, so I just assumed there was. It's a big book.
He changed some things, but he didn't leave anything out.
Okay, so it's a good idea, is what we're hearing. To not have 3 movies. Yeah.
To not, yes.
This isn't from me hating on the movie. I can't imagine where you do just Victor's half of the story in one entire movie, how that ends in any satisfying way.
Yeah.
And then come back for another movie that's just the creature story. And then come back for the conclusion, which is mostly the captain listening to them tell a story. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true. Yes. That'd be a tough one. That's tough stuff.
In doing that, you'd have to add so much stuff, and I agree. Each character's, because the characters' arcs are so dependent on each other.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes,
right. It's not the story of any one of them. It's the story of both of them. Yeah. No way that would have worked.
Yeah. Nate, tell me about your thoughts. Jake said movie of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. I don't hate this movie. I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't disagree with anything Jake said. I think the acting was great, and obviously the sets and the creature design and the world were great. I just think that the writing was so bad. No one in this movie, and because of it, the emotion comes through, but no character in this movie is acting like a real person has ever acted in their entire life. The creature is the most like
human of all of us,
which I know sounds deep, but like that's not what it's not a compliment.
It's the point, Nate.
Like they're all acting like caricatures, and it drove me nuts the whole time. Like the dad is just like, I am the most evil person you've ever met, and the blind man is like, I am the nicest person you've ever met, and the hunters who find him are like, I will immediately kill something immediately. Like, and the I can't remember her name because she's barely a character. Vic, the sister, or
Elizabeth,
sorry, his brother's fiance, Elizabeth.
The second word the creature speaks.
Yes, I should have remembered that. I was not interested in this movie by that point, I swear. She acts just however she should act to be interesting to the, like, she falls in, it doesn't make any sense falling in love with the creature. Like, I feel like it could make sense, but we skipped. Go ahead.
I don't think she fell in love with the creature. I
sure acted like it in the second half. She didn't in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw reviews mention that she's in love with the creature, and I don't get. I think she's fascinated with the creature. Like, obviously, she has, but I don't think it's like any kind of romantic love. I think she's just a weirdo.
I think it's like motherly at worst.
I think the weirdo part tracks. Which is, again, I'm just going to, no one in this movie acts like a real human being has ever acted. But, like, maybe it just didn't come across because she didn't get to speak a word when she ran in and hugged the creature and then immediately got shot. But, like, it sure seemed like that hug seemed very intimate. And I think a lot of people read it that way from what I read. Like, she really got into it.
I think about half of the people talking about this movie said that, like, oh, why did she fall in love with this creature, like literally seeing it once?
Yeah.
Like the other half was saying that wasn't love, it was like this weird, like she almost sees the creature as a child.
Yeah, that's how I wrote it.
Yeah, that could make sense. That came across in the first time she met him, and like Victor got weirdly jealous immediately, and she was like, I just think he's interesting, but like the second half was weird. But yeah, like the brother, like, was not a character either to me. Like, he's all buddy, and then he immediately at the end has to have a monologue about how he's scared of him to tell him that he's the monster. I will not harp on that line, but I actually I felt my eyes rolling. Like, again, I think it's a testament to the acting that the emotion did come through, and I think, to me, the actor who played the creature is the biggest call out.
Jacob Elordi.
I think he was great all the way through. I don't think it's a coincidence that he probably had the least lines. Like the lines that he had felt like they were pulled straight from the book too, because there was a lot of flowy language that he had a lot of monologues that feel like they came right out of the book. I just feel like the dialogue, the writing just took me out of it so hard. Like, I just can't get out of my own way sometimes with that. But like, I was just like, you are not characters. They're like just background to this, like the vibes of the story to me. There was like, this is the motions of the story. You just say whatever will get most directly to doing that thing. No subtlety.
Yeah.
In the writing is basically what my problem is with the movie. But like more so than normally I would complain about.
Which is usually a lot, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
It's a high bar. I agree with Nate. Minus a couple things. I give this a 7 out of 10, but it's my lowest 7. I could very easily give it a 6 and not feel bad. I think it's one above Austin Powers' Spy Who Shagged Me and one below Death of a Unicorn on my list right now.
Pulling out these movies is always really funny.
I know. What do you bookmark between? I thought Jacob Elordi was too good looking to be the monster, and that threw me off more than anything from the beginning. I was like, "You're."
I reject. I like
perfect.
Top Frankenstein.
Okay, that's fine. He was. I didn't like him as an actor in this movie. I thought he was kind of off.
That's a crazy take.
I know everything I've read is what you guys are saying, but I just did not buy it. I thought that the ending was such a wet fart compared to the 2.5 hours I had to watch to get to that ending that I fucking hated everything about it. It was a big letdown. It was just such like a we built up all of this sometimes great tension and hate and disdain, and then after like 3 sentences, he's like, "Okay, we're good." What the fuck? He abused you for like years, and you're like, "Nah, we're fine, we're cool." Like you meet your maker again after chasing him and like literally trying to chase him, and all you want is like a friend. I don't know. I hated it. I hated that whole thing. The characters' motivations didn't make sense to me, and I think that's the thing. Like Nate's dialogue, that's my thing that I hate, is when characters' motivations don't make sense, and they change a lot. And like Nate said, a lot of the characters were either background or motivations were changing based on what was needed for the exposition, which I'm never really a fan of. You gotta write yourself into a corner, and then you gotta write yourself out with like, oh, I guess now I don't care about this. Okay. I thought it was all style, not much substance, which is tough for me to say for Guillermo because he's usually really good at both. But I hated Shape of Water. I couldn't even finish it. And this movie I also didn't like. So I think maybe I'm just like done with Guillermo. I don't know.
Cool enough.
Yeah.
It's tough to argue dialogue, but I think motivations were definitely in line. I don't think there's an issue with anybody's motivations, including up through the ending.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
I think there was something of Victor's motivations like not coming through that seemed to change on a dime. I think the monster was clear to me, and like, you know, not very complicated in a way that doesn't have to be. Like he came into this world like confused and was abused, and then like every time he tries to like find a place, he gets thrown out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it all worked really well. It's again like just all gets reinforced. Like the monster was the highlight of this to me. Though when you mentioned the prosthetics thing, I did notice a couple times like his prosthetic quality seemed to change. Like a couple times his face, I was like, that's just a little painted line on your face. Like I remember thinking it in the movie.
Well, he's healing.
Not knowing now that like they had to. But like it was weird.
I know.
Like
yeah, it does.
Some scenes it's 2 parts, and some scenes it's just painted.
Yeah,
and it's noticeable.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think his motivations, everything about the monster tracked for me really. But like Victor's motivations seemed to change every 5 minutes, and it was you can say he's erratic, but like come on, like him going from like making the creature to his like disdain for him, it just wasn't given enough time. In my opinion, in the movie, frankly, but it was kind of wild. Like I remember having whiplash of like, why do you fucking hate this guy? Why do you hate him so much?
Well,
like, I don't understand.
I think they're just drawing an allegory, or not an allegory even. It's a comparison directly to his dad. Del Toro said this is a story about parenting and bad parenting. So it's history repeating itself. It's abuser becoming the abusee becoming the abuser. It's that classic tale. And he also called it he called it like the direct opposite of Pinocchio, which he did before, where it's like a very nice man who is your dad, and it's a creature that he makes, and now it's the polar opposite. So yeah, parenting.
Like that makes sense. Like it's wild to me that we didn't get as long of him interacting and teaching the monster as we do see his dad, which is not even that long.
Yep.
Like that's what it is to me. Is like maybe this is him wanting to stretch it into 3 movies, like because I'm as I'm saying it, I'm like I really wish we had like 10 minutes of him trying to teach the monster. We got like 3 minutes, and then he's like, "I'm fucking done with you. I hate you now, and I'm gonna."
I would say that was quick, and like Ben was alluding to, right? It's him. His father didn't like him because he looked different. And he had like a different personality. That's why his father didn't like him. He says that pretty plainly. That's why his father preferred his brother. His brother looked like him, and he was cheerful. And then so again, the same thing happens with Victor. The creature doesn't look like him, and it doesn't learn like he should, right? So he switches to the abuse. That turn did feel quick, and and then it was kind of forced through by having the brother and his wife show up.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think they could have fleshed that out a little more. But
Which
to me,
it's clear, like,
yeah,
oh, go ahead.
all of the motivations make sense. It just felt quick at that point.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's just it feels like manipulation or like just you didn't earn it.
Yeah, it felt inauthentic to me
And
because of that. Yeah.
It feels like maybe he had something because even like you said, like he's rushed with the brother and fiance, I don't know, showing up. It seems like they were there for a while in the story.
Yes.
Like it wasn't just they were there for a day, but like they show up, they see the monster, and then it's like, okay, we gotta go. Like it feels like in the script they were there for a week or two or something.
Yeah.
And like had time to get to know each other a little bit, but then they just had to cut to like, okay, we're done with this. Moving on.
Look at Jacob Elordi.
I'll say my favorite part of the movie was when he was in the farmhouse and spent that whole time. And I think mostly it's because it had time to breathe. And like you got to see that whole, I guess that was the most important part to him or something. I thought that part was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked his, like, again, I joked that the blind man's like the nicest guy in the world, but like the monster's story there, like made it showed his like growth, and you know we got to sit with it, and it was like nice.
Yeah.
And then very tragic.
It showed like what being nurtured can look like, even though it was from afar for the beginning. They did have the monster read Mary Shelley's husband's book while he was in the farmhouse. That's another fun little Easter egg. Yeah. Ozymandias, I think. That's what he made. Yeah. So let's go through the plot a little bit.
Oh. Yeah. I know that quote, but I don't know what it's even from. So.
Yeah.
Ozymandias.
Yeah. So we start off, like Jake said, with the boat. There's a boat full of European Russians, I assume, stuck in the northernmost spot.
Norwegians.
No, they're not.
They say it explicitly.
They're Norwegian? They have the worst Norwegian accent I've ever heard.
I don't know, man.
What are you doing on my ship?
Yeah, that's how they should have sounded.
Yeah, dude. And there's an explosion heard from the ship, and they find Victor and his mangled leg, they think. And the monster is trying to attack Victor. And Victor's like, no. Let me tell you the story. So then we get into Victor's story. After they like blunderbuss the creature, which was a sick gun, by the way. Does that
the blunderbuss was sick?
Is that how a blunderbuss actually reloads? Is spinning? That's crazy. I hope so.
It like makes sense, right? Like with older guns, you move the barrel.
Yeah.
You can't move the
holder. Yeah.
Oh, it's Danish. I'm racist.
The Danes.
Nords.
Still doesn't make sense.
No, because it jogged my memory because I had the actor up because I was like, I recognize the actor Lars Mikkelsen who plays the captain. He's Danish. So
he would know. Turns out.
So he would know.
Yeah. Born in Copenhagen. Doesn't get more Danish than that, I gotta say. So the monster gets blunderbussed under the water in the ice, and they're like, oh, we did it. Everything is fine. Let me hear your story, Victor. So then Victor tells them a story. And this is part one of the movie, Victor's story. So Victor, like we said, had a rough upbringing. His father was very abusive. His mother died while giving birth to his brother. His brother was like the golden child, treated well by his dad. And Victor was like beaten and quizzed all the time. Basically like trained to be a doctor like his dad. And then one day, Victor kind of rebels against his dad and starts on this quest to like reanimate people because his mom died. And he drinks milk all the time, which is like not a subtle like nod to being a mama's boy, and falls in love with someone who looks just like his mom, which again, like Freud here was.
Now the biggest changes in the story from the book to the movie come from the basis that, as you said, Ben, Del Toro made this about fatherhood, right? Passing trauma on from father to son, dealing with your parents because of his experience with his own father.
Del Toro's?
Mary Shelley's story, yes.
Okay.
Mary Shelley's story was her mom died when she was a kid. It was like old enough to remember her, but she was still a kid, right?
Sure.
And she also, I can't remember if she had a stillbirth child or if her child died immediately after, but she lost a child very, very young.
Wow.
And so for Mary Shelley, that's what Frankenstein was about. And so Del Toro had kind of adapted it to be more about fatherhood.
That's really interesting. Thanks for that. That's really cool. I didn't know that.
That's why he said he had to make changes. He can't tell the story because those things didn't happen to him.
Right.
So he had to make it about fatherhood trauma.
Make it all about him. You know, guy'll make Frankenstein before he goes to therapy. You know what I'm saying? So Victor grows up, shows off his reanimation, and Christoph Waltz's character Harland or something like that. Harlander.
I kept because it was so close to Holland,
Yeah.
who's a big soccer player now. So they kept saying Harlander, and I was like, oh.
Harlander.
Also, again, not a ton of CGI in this movie. So like all of his mid-surgery, all of his reanimation stuff, those were all like real effects. They were puppets. They were animatronics.
It did work really well. It worked really well.
Yeah. Why Del Toro is so good.
Practical.
Yeah.
Always looks better.
Yeah.
We saw that with The Thing in the Mist directly. And now we're seeing it with Del Toro. It's like, yeah. So Harlander is a person who is going to finance the research of Dr. Frankenstein to make his reanimation happen. It turns out Harlander's niece is engaged to be married to Victor's brother. Huh, small world. So they introduce themselves, and Victor falls for Elizabeth. She's weird. She likes bugs. She's like smarter than your average woman at the time. Or now, even maybe. I don't know. What? She's like more well educated than like women over the time.
You made it worse.
I
know. The wrong way, Ben.
I know. She is smarter than the average woman at the time, though. Like she's given the opportunities that most women don't get at the time, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's kind of you know, like when he was lecturing in the college, there's no women in the audience, right? So you know, women weren't really getting higher education then. And so she's wealthy, so one, she can afford it back then, but also has an interest in it, right?
Yep.
And again, she's interested in, she's a bug weirdo, right?
Weirdo. See, Nate, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
She was less subject to the sexism of the time.
Yeah, because she was rich. Eat the rich.
Yeah.
But
because of her father's blood money as an arms dealer.
Uncles.
That's the only way you could do it back then.
True. So Victor and his brother's wife's uncle, Harlander, have an interaction. Harlander, it turns out, is dying. He has a really bad toupee that the whole time I was like, why does Christoph Waltz look so weird with black hair? And I was like, oh yeah, that's why. He has a stupid toupee on. He's dying. He has syphilis.
He's rich. You think he could afford a better toupee?
I know. It looked like maybe it was really good for the time. Yeah.
I loved the line. I don't remember the line, but they had some line about you spend a night with Venus and you spend your life with Mercury. That was cool.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I have to assume that was like a joke back then.
Oh yeah. All the syphilitics and hanging out at the Mercury store. So he's dying of syphilis and he wants to move his brain to a new body and live. And he finds out that Victor has done it. He's ready. And Harlander grabs some machinery that Victor needs. He's like, I'll throw it. Don't make me. And then he slips and he falls to his death. But Victor went ahead and made the creature anyway. And it comes alive and he chains it up downstairs and he's going kind of insane trying to teach him stuff. But all he says is, Victor, over and over and over. So he thinks he kind of made a dud. His brother, and Elizabeth come back. And through this time, Victor and Elizabeth are kind of like more chummy than you'd expect soon to be in-laws to be. Victor makes a move.
There's definitely some vibes there, yeah.
Yeah, Victor makes a move. Elizabeth shuts it down.
Oh, they're feeling vibes.
Oh yeah. Even the monster sees
They're
it.
flirting in church pews.
Whew.
Come on.
Yeah.
Scandalous. Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? So Victor introduces Elizabeth and the brother to the creature. Well, Elizabeth kind of finds the creature, and then Victor introduces the brother to it. And he sends them away to take care of something because Victor feels like Elizabeth's getting too chummy with the monster and he wants the brother out of there, so they get him out. And Victor's plan is to kill the monster, so he puts a bunch of gasoline in the castle and gets it set up, and Elizabeth turns the carriage around. She's like, I got a bad feeling. And as they show up, the whole place blows up. Victor gets thrown out to the front, tears his leg up. That was the only gore I couldn't handle, was his leg in that scene. Every other gore looked too pale.
There was a degloving.
I know, but it looked pale to me, and
Yeah.
I was like, not a big deal.
There was a lot.
Yeah.
Cringing at.
Yeah. There's about
We've got over the whole body finding scene.
Oh yeah.
The whole body. Yeah. There's like a cheery scene that's like definitely played for comedy where he's just cutting body parts up, and I did not love it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's my eyeball. So Victor tries to destroy the monster, and he gets his leg mangled, and eventually amputated because of it. End scene. Part 1 done. Now we go back to the ship, and the monster's coming, and the monster's on the ship, and enters the captain's quarters, where the captain and Victor are chatting. And the monster hears that Victor told his side of the story, and he goes, "Now it's time for my side of the story." Jacob Elordi studied Peruvian throat singing to learn how to make that voice.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Go listen to some of that. It's so fun. That and then listen to didgeridoos. Those are the two noises I like to make all the time. Okay. So now we get the monster story. We start where we ended, with the explosion trying to kill the monster. And he breaks his way out. He goes out his little chute and runs away. And he is hunted by some hunters after he finds life and deer. And he's just, classic millennial. Just this vegan CrossFit guy. Just can't shut up about it.
I'm with Nate on this part. He mentioned it. He touched on it when he was talking about some of his dislikes for the movie, and this is one I agree with. I like the hot Frankenstein design. I think the design is sick, but it creates this problem where because the Hunter's part, and spoilers, the Hunter's part happens again later. Both times it makes much more sense if he was this horrible monstrous creature.
Yes.
As it stands now,
what is that? A dude who looks like he's got some scars?
Yes. He's like, oh, that's a tall dude with some scars. Shoot him.
Yeah.
That's to me probably the most egregious part of, okay, story-wise, this just doesn't track.
To be fair, though, they could have thought he was a leper and just been like, not in my house.
Right?
It was a different time.
Yeah, we don't know. The plague, maybe? I don't know if that's
the line was, what's that? Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's clearly a human
It's
being,
a dude, brother.
No matter what state it's
He was
in.
petting a deer. I don't know how many bears do that. So yeah, he's hanging out with some deer, finding nature, trying some berries, like living his life. He's finally experiencing the outside world. And then humans show up and fuck it all up. They kill the deer. They try to kill him. He runs away. He goes to hide in some shack. And it turns out it's the hunter's shacks. So he's hanging out with his mortal enemy. He's hiding in this bread mill with all his gears and gizmos. He's got rats crawling around him. He doesn't care. But
They never go in.
No, they never make bread, apparently. Winter.
They're hunters.
We hunt for flour. No, they're all gluten-free now. So he found a place to stay. He watches the old blind man teach the grandchild of the old blind man, how to learn and think and read and talk. And Victor takes us all in, and over time becomes educated and can speak and talk and think and all these things. Way more than Victor could, because, wow, the upbringing of a nice person is so much better than the upbringing of a bad person.
That and just a time factor, right?
Of course. Totally true.
He's just older.
Yeah. Yeah. He's old enough to know not to touch the stove because it's hot. So.
Does move from picture flashcards to novels very quickly.
Really quick.
It's impressive.
Yeah, he moved to like old classics from like Dr. Seuss in like a week.
That stuff's dense.
Yeah. To be.
Well, you also figure, because he's there in the. What else is he gonna do? Like literally all day, he probably is just reading.
It's not checking Twitter.
Doesn't even have a smartphone.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Right?
What kind of a teen doesn't have a smartphone? Especially a hot teen. Came out weird.
A little bit.
So the hunters need to go out and start hunting again, and everyone leaves but the blind man. And the whole time Frankenstein is like fixing their house as like a thank you, and they think it's the spirit of the forest. Yep. But the blind grandpa's like, I know it's you. Come on out. You've been hiding in here. I may be blind, but I'm not deaf. You know what I'm saying? So he gets him out, starts to get him to learn about books and reading and all this stuff. And the monster, he tells him about Victor, and he says, the blind man tells him to go back to where you came from and find out more about who you were. So the monster goes and finds
as he left, he said, I'll be fine.
Oh, don't worry about me.
I'm only blind.
I'm a strapping blind man.
Surrounded by wolves.
So he leaves. Spoiler alert. No, we don't need spoiler alerts. This is a 700-year-old book. He 200. Leaves. 200? Oh. Do you know the exact year it came out? Don't tell it if you do. But it's okay. Don't know. That's because it's a trivia question. Just pick the order. Yeah. So the monster goes to find out where he came from. He finds the rubble. He finds all the notes that Victor took on how he created him. He finds out he's like this amalgamation of dead bodies and hates it. He feels like a monster now. On his way back, he's going to talk to the blind guy, and he notices the door's open, and he hears noises, and it's wolves attacking the grandfather. And the monster finally loses it and uses his monster strength and just beats the fuck out of these things. It's sick. Like rips one of their jaws open. It was cool. It's CGI.
Yeah, that was.
Calm down.
I'm aware. I'm very
there's
aware.
A lot. CGI. There's a decent amount of like gore in this movie, right? Mostly from surgeries. He's taking apart dead bodies, building a new body, right? So there's gore. That's one of, and probably the most egregious example of actual violence. Like outside of like gunshots, but this is America. Gunshots aren't real violence. Ripping apart wolves with your hands. That was,
pretty cool. The old man dies, and as he does, the hunters show up and see this carnage and think that the monster did all of it. And they start trying to shoot at him, and they do. They gun him down right at the gate. But what they don't know is that the monster can't die. So the monster gets snowed on, and he gets up and he runs away, and he starts trying to find Victor. And then he does on the boat. And now we're back to where everybody is. And after hearing this story and seeing that Victor's about to die, Victor says, I'm sorry. And the monster says, wait, okay.
No. We have the whole scene where he next finds Victor at his brother's wedding.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So monster's tracking down Victor. And he finds Victor at Victor's brother and Mia Goth, Elizabeth, are finally getting married. And so Frankenstein tracks down Victor, or the monster tracks down Victor Frankenstein there. They basically have a chat, and the creature's like, you built me. I can't die. All I know is just suffering and pain and loneliness. Make another creature so I have a companion.
Seems easy, right? Seems like sure, why not?
Victor's like, we don't do sequels.
Yeah. Yep. Victor Frankenstein is like, not interested. You were a failure. Why would I bring in another creature just to suffer again? So he refuses to do it. so the creature freaks out. Another sick line. If you'll deny me love, then I will indulge in rage.
Oh, great line.
So he starts going ham. Elizabeth, in her bridal gown, shows up and jumps in front of the creature and completely fetal. She doesn't know it, but Victor should know it.
Yeah.
I don't know why he pulled out his gun to shoot his little handgun to shoot the creature. He knows at this point that the creature can't die.
Yeah.
I guess he only heard.
Yeah,
that
he's not sure.
He doesn't know that, okay, he was shot and survived and came back to life. He just knows somehow this creature survived the fire.
But also, like,
he didn't even get burned, he just escaped.
We know that the way that Victor deals with the monster is with violence. So like that's his knee-jerk only reaction is to just shoot at it.
Yeah, so he draws his gun against the creature, he goes to shoot. Elizabeth jumps in front, takes the bullet. It's a fatal wound. The crowd storms in, and Victor blames the creature, says it attacked her. And then the creature takes Elizabeth. He walks out into some cave. It's kind of like some weird, okay, lay her down in this nice resting place. Has another showdown. Yeah.
Like, I chuckled a little. It was just like the scene where Victor's like, oh, he killed him. Like, the first couple guys are like, fucking get him, and they attack him. Like, the first 4 guys that walk into the room attack him, and he just wrecks them. And then everyone else is like, okay, never mind. It just lets him walk out.
Yikes.
Yeah,
that was nice to see. You see that too often in action movies where 6 guys get their ass whooped. And then if I'm the 7th guy, I'm like, you win, buddy.
Yeah.
We don't see that often enough.
Tell you what. Yeah. I'll call a spade a spade.
Oh, the husband's dead. I mean, what are we going to do with this bride anyway?
So he lays Elizabeth to rest in the cave, and he tells Victor, all right, you won't make another creature, so I'm going to dedicate my eternal life to making you suffer. I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to hurt you.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, pretty scary.
Yeah.
And then he runs with a threat of, I'm going to come after you again over and over until you die.
Yep.
And then it cuts back to
the ship.
There is another little scene, and again, just sorry, I'm starting to feel bad for being so mean, but of just there were things here, and we just skip past them too fast because Victor then is chases the monster down and is trying to shoot him, and the monster escapes. He's like, I'm gonna come back and torture you later. But the next thing we see is Victor going through the Arctic, and he makes a quippy line about how he's hunting big game. It makes it seem like Victor's hunting the monster, not the other way around.
He is at this point.
I know.
He's trying to trap him.
It's confusing. Who's hunting who?
That is the question, Nate. Who is the monster here?
Ugh. No, we already know by now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Settled.
So then they have their little chat. The monster hears Victor hears the monster story. Victor's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and the monster's like, "You're okay." And then Victor dies. The end.
So
I will disagree with you. I was fine with the ending scene.
Here's what you're missing. You describe it like he just says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, it's fine." But Victor was hearing the creature's story. So he didn't just randomly ask for forgiveness. He, for the first time in his life, sat down and listened to this creature, and they had a conversation. They heard each other's side of the story. They got to know each other. And in that, Victor finally saw him as human.
I'm not saying I'm not saying Victor's apology is the problem. I'm saying the monster's acceptance of it is the problem. And it's because he's
the main thing that he learned from the blind man.
It's that, forgive and forget or whatever, some shit like that. Yeah.
Yes, that was the greatest lesson he learned from the blind man was that I hope that through all of this pain, you find a way to forgive.
But that was before he killed Elizabeth in front of him while holding him. I knew Victor Frankenstein way less than the monster did, and I fucking hated that guy. There's no way I'd be like, okay.
Well, that's the thing. Well, Victor is an unrepentant dick to the monster.
Yes.
Until the end.
The entire movie, and at the end, he apologizes and says, "I regret everything." I'm not saying you don't forgive that unless they're on their deathbed. But like on their deathbed, they can't do anything but say, "I regret everything."
No, I'd let him die. Just be like, yeah, you're fine.
He did let him die. He was.
Yeah, but he gave him the.
You're dying now.
He gave him the forgiveness,
so I'm
though.
forgiving you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
it just felt so unearned compared to the length of the movie.
It was unearned. It was the creature being a bigger man.
Yeah,
the creature didn't forgive Victor for Victor. He forgave Victor for himself.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like it was for both of them. It was what they both needed. It completed both of their character arcs. I do think there was some change in Victor, having finally heard the creature's story.
That part I had not considered, so I'll give you that.
Again, obviously, you're on your deathbed. I bet everybody gets very apologetic and regretful on the deathbed, right?
Yeah.
It is a little undercut him saying, "I'm filled with regret," because he tried to pull that line on Elizabeth earlier, and she fucking threw it back in his face.
Also, the creature doesn't really have much attachment to Elizabeth.
No.
Like, she's just a random woman that he saw twice.
She hugged him, though.
Yeah, that's true.
She did hug him.
It was the first lady that ever hugged him. You never forget that.
The other sort of big deviation from the story is the ending, actually.
Oh.
In the book.
Spoilers.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know the story.
I haven't read it yet. Yeah.
So the book ends the same way, with going up north to hunt the creature, and then we find the ship captain, blah blah blah. But in the book, there's no forgiveness. There's no.
Thank God.
Oh, Ben's on board.
Yeah, I'm reading the book now.
And then the creature wanders off into darkness. So
perfect.
It's a sad ending for the creature, though.
Why?
But what do you mean why?
You got to say his
the creature didn't get any.
He knows he's a bigger man.
See, but you can't forgive somebody. You can forgive somebody after they die, but it means way less.
To who?
To the person doing the forgiving.
You think so?
Yes.
I feel like I could. I've never been in this situation though, so I don't know. I just feel like if I was in the creature situation, I'd be okay not telling Victor he was forgiven, letting him die, think that, and then on my own time.
But then you didn't really forgive them, right? Because then your final act to them was this thing that you can never take back. So it's like, as my ultimate act of revenge on you, I'm not going to forgive you. And then you die, and you're like, actually, no, we're cool. You can't have it both ways.
I don't think it would be malicious.
It be a genuine forgiveness.
It wouldn't be malicious that I wouldn't forgive them at the time. I just wouldn't be ready to forgive them at that time. Like, I wouldn't forgive them just for them. I feel like, I know. I gotta read Ozymandias. I feel like if I was the creature and Victor said that stuff after all that time, I would start the process of forgiving him. Not forgive him in the moment, because you're forgiving him, in my opinion, for Victor to feel good about dying, and that's lame to me.
And again, I don't think that's why he did it.
That the creature's just a bigger man than you two.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, he's 6'5".
I'm 6'5" also, brother. He's actually 6'4". Bitch.
Jacob Elordi.
6'4". Yep, I'm taller than him. I googled it immediately after the movie was over.
I'm seeing 6'5".
Nah, he's 6'4". Yeah, 6'5". Oh fuck, you're right. Still taller. 6'5.5", probably.
Also, in the book, the creature is more of a monster.
Uh-huh.
The creature actually kills some innocent people.
Nice.
The creature kills innocents in this, but it's always okay. They're shooting at him, right?
Right.
Yeah. And
Self-defense
you know,
is not even
In Florida, he would get away with it. Like that's where he's
and
at.
it's well in Florida, the hunters would get away with shooting him
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's on their land.
Yeah, dude. Stand your ground.
Also, I wouldn't call it self-defense because the bullets don't harm him, right?
Whoa.
It's the kind of self-defense where, you know, to be true self-defense, it has to be
Like if a toddler punched you.
measured and responsible for. Yeah.
Yeah.
If a toddler punches you, you're
Nate,
not
what do
allowed
you
to
do?
drop kick them and call it self-defense.
Nate?
So, but I agree. Like if I could change,
I gotta learn somehow, Ben.
I think I would change two things about how this movie was written.
Okay.
And the first thing would be, I think it's better if the creature, even if it's just one, the creature should, in its youthful, mindless rage, kill an innocent.
Agreed.
More clearly cut than happens here.
Mm-hmm.
I was I remember cringing. Like, I thought he was going to strangle Elizabeth the first time they met.
Same.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's a reasonable misunderstanding. He's super strong.
Yep.
She just puts herself into his arms, and he, like,
Yeah.
has his hand. He goes like this at some point. And I was like, he's going to kill her.
Agreed.
Would have made perfect sense.
Yep.
And would have motivated Victor much better.
But
Yes.
Victor's the monster and kills her.
I can't remember the other thing that
A good
I was
ironic
going to
twist,
say
I'm
that I
just
would have
saying.
changed, but
Would have been,
also, so I guess one part was left out. I said earlier, I don't think he cut anything. In the book, he does start making a second creature,
Oh.
but then has this like guilty conscience because the creature has killed some innocents, and so he starts thinking, if I make this other creature and they kill people and this kills people too, I'm responsible for that. So he destroys the half-made creature.
Interesting.
And that's what, in the book, that's what sets the creature, that's what sets them at odds, and then the whole, hunt each other down kind of thing.
Turns out I should just read the book. Sounds way better.
I was going to say, it's honestly a little bit simpler of a story, but, like, it also, the motivations make a lot more sense to me.
But Guillermo's turning of it into his own story is cool, and I give him respect for that. Like, make it about your personal experiences, like
cool.
your book.
I think he
like
knew that it was longer than this movie.
I don't see what. No, there's only that one part that then got removed.
Yeah, but he
was making of the creature.
I feel like his telling of the story, he knew that it was longer than like what he was given. It feels like.
Yep.
Hearing the tidbit about him wanting to get 3 movies, like there was stuff that would have, that I would have had a lot less of a problem with.
He had plans
if it had more time to breathe. You have to make a movie reasonable length. Like honestly, I wish you would have cut some other stuff and put that stuff in. Yeah. But
I don't get whose motivations were ever not clear.
I guess it's not that they weren't clear; it's that they just like swiveled too quickly.
Whose motivations swiveled
Victor's.
And when?
I looked out of curiosity, like the turn from him happily introducing the creature into the world to him beating him is like 7 minutes of runtime in the movie.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that's a change in motivation. I think he was always like that.
Oh.
He always wanted to take this creature and just like his father, he wanted to teach him and have, because to him, the creature's not a success unless it's intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I guess
if the creatures doesn't have like human level intelligence, he doesn't love it, and it's not a successful experiment. So as he finds out, and he's mistaken, but as he finds out that the creature doesn't have intelligence, then nothing about Victor changes. It's just we see his change in response to the creature as it begins to sink in that this is a failed experiment. His lifelong work, he knows he'll never get another chance because his financier is dead.
True.
Yeah, I think like
thinking
back, his it's a little bit of like main character syndrome. Like even though he is kind of a dick, he comes across as like I don't know, like kind of a
God.
anti-hero. Like you sympathize with him.
Yeah.
And so the turn feels like the turn to find out, oh, he's a complete piece of shit. Very quickly.
It is very tough. That I agree with. You want him to be redeemable, and at the, it's like what Ben came away with at the end. Ben wishes that the creature wouldn't have forgiven him because he's such an unlikable character. He probably doesn't deserve forgiveness.
Yeah. And I wonder if that is Del Toro's personal life coming in. Like, people that knew my dad saw him as this person, but he was actually this person. So, like, and maybe he didn't forgive his dad and he wanted to now. I don't know. Yeah.
So the story with Del Toro's dad, and this is why the creature and Victor have their reconciliation at the end after hearing each other's stories.
Mm-hmm.
So his dad won the lottery. He became a wealthy man. He went from poverty to rich.
Cool.
So they lived in an estate. They had money like the Frankensteins did. His dad got kidnapped and held for ransom. And they paid the money. They got him back. But after that, his father was a different man, and they never talked about it.
Whoa. And
he said, so for years and years, him and his father did not understand each other. They did not get along. And then finally one day, as a grown man, he went to his father and he said, look, I'm going to sit down and you're going to tell me what happened when you got kidnapped. And his father told him. And then from then on, they understood each other.
Oh, that's cool. So it is literally the end of this movie.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, I like that more now.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But let that breathe, Give me some of that.
So while filming this, Oscar Isaac, who plays Victor Frankenstein, was worried that he was too dramatic. That, he's like, it's again kind of the same complaints of almost being a caricature.
Mm-hmm.
And Del Toro, he told Del Toro it feels like a Mexican melodrama. And Del Toro said that that's what he wanted, and that there's a reason that his Victor Frankenstein was named Oscar Isaac Hernandez was because he wanted it to be a Mexican melodrama.
Hell yeah. Also,
which stylistic choice.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac studied like Mick Jagger and David Bowie for their like kind of affectations and movements and expressions to bring that out. Yeah, really cool. Who do you think should watch this movie? Everybody, see it, see if you like it. Feels like a pretty all-encompassing film. I
think everybody. I think also, and there's not much competition for this, but I think this is the definitive TV/movie Frankenstein.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I certainly think it's better than like the early monster movie interpretation.
Boris Karloff's, or whatever.
And and then anything since then has been almost caricatures and memes and spoofs of that.
Yeah, campy. The next monster movie from the Universal Monster Universe. Robert Eggers, who did Nosferatu, will be doing Wolfman. Let me read you a little bit about it.
It'll be a funny podcast.
Let me see. Eggers.
Wolfman.
Werewolf, it's called.
Makes sense.
Co-written by Robert Eggers.
Bum 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 bum.
It will star. Where is it? Oh, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who was in Nosferatu and in Bullet Train. Lily Rose Depp, also in Nosferatu, and also in Nosferatu, Willem Dafoe.
I think Nosferatu was the one movie of that year that I regret not seeing the most. I still have not seen Nosferatu.
It's fun. It's good. Give it a shot. I think it's streaming on something right now. Pretty sure.
But now I have a new favorite sexy monster.
Well, you haven't seen old Nosferatu hang dong yet. Give it a minute. So that was Frankenstein. Let's go over some Letterboxd reviews. Men want to give birth so bad it's crazy. How to make Jacob a lordy in my basement tutorial. Men will literally reanimate a corpse before going back to therapy.
Oh, we made that joke.
I know. Bro created life just to be out-rizzed by it. That was pretty sick. And that was...
He is, like, so immediately jealous of the monster.
Yeah.
To Elizabeth. Like, it implies that he's like, yeah, she's into that.
Yeah.
Immediate. Like, no doubt in his mind.
Yep.
She hangs out with the monster for like a minute, and he's like,
fuck
that monster.
Fuck.
Also, in the book, that was Victor Frankenstein's fiance. It was his own wedding. And the creature kills her intentionally because Dr. Frankenstein killed the woman creature that he was making. So it was a revenge. If I can't have
little tit for tit
a partner, you can't have one either.
Yeah, little tit for tit.
I'll say that's like, it's honestly a good story that's like too dated now. Like, if they actually gave us that story, you'd be like, that's pretty cliche.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's Frankenstein. Netflix. Right now. Check it out. Next up, we have yet another movie draft. This one is the year 2017, featuring one of Guillermo del Toro's other movies, The Shape of Water. Ooh. What a connection. I tried to do a fun little intro like I did last time, but everything that happened in 2017 seemed really depressing, so I didn't want to make one. So we'll just get right into it. Jake, you said you...
Oh, we're going to do the movie draft of 2020.
Remember March? The question for you two is, what year was Frankenstein published, the book, by Mary Shelley? It was published on New Year's Day. I'll give you that hint.
helpful.
Not helpful?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would it be helpful?
I think it's funny.
I mean, it's not interesting.
Yeah.
It's just not helpful.
That might be helpful.
It's not a hint.
It's at the first day of the year. You got a better chance of getting the year right if you think about that.
True.
All right, Jake, do you have a year in mind for what year Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was published?
Yes.
Nate, do you have a year in mind for what year Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was published?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
1822.
1818 was the publishing of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So, Jake gets to pick the order for the movie draft. Jake, who's going first?
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me look at the categories.
Categories are box office, Academy Award wins, Academy Award nominees, Letterboxd review with a bonus point for IMDb Top 250, Letterboxd review high count, and Letterboxd review low.
I will go first.
Okay. Where's Nate going?
Nate will go middle.
And your boy rounds it out. Okay. So the year is 2017. Start checking it out. I'm going to go over some of the movies that came out the year. We had It, the first chapter, The Shape of Water, Darkest Hour, Coco, Get Out, Wind River, Blade Runner 2049, The Greatest Showman, Killing of a Sacred Deer, Dunkirk, Baby Driver, 3 Billboards. Honestly, like, some of my favorite directors are in here. I'm looking through it. Like, Jordan Peele had a movie. Denis Villeneuve had a movie. I guess we can say, what's his bucket? Your guy, Nate. Yorgos had a movie. Nolan had a movie. Edgar Wright had a movie. My guy. Martin McDonagh had a movie. I think this is PTA. Paul Thomas Anderson did Phantom Thread, didn't he? Yep. What a year. We're just missing there was a John Wick. There was a Jumanji. Jumanji movies are really good. I'm not going to lie. Alexander Payne had a movie, but it wasn't good, I hear.
Wait, how many Jumanji movies? I thought there was Jumanji the OG
Yep.
and the remake.
There's a second remake
There's a sequel
also,
to the
and a
remake.
third one's on the way. They're fun.
Oh, God.
They're
Wow.
so fun,
I haven't seen
Missing
them,
the
honestly. I
whole
prejudged
Jumanji
them.
extended universe.
dude. They're
prejudged them.
so fun. The second one, each of them is in a different body than what they're playing, so it's kind of like Face Off. Like Kevin Hart's playing like
You know, it sucks.
Jack Black, I
I
think.
thought
'Cause I
that
like
was the
3 of the
remake.
main actors.
It's really good.
What's that?
I thought the body switching one was the one remake that there was.
I think it's the second. I think it's a sequel. It's one of the two, obviously, but yeah, it's really good. Jake, box office is our first one. Who are you going with?
So this movie was, by all measures, a huge disappointment. Well, not by all measures, but probably many would agree. But I'm relying on the power of the name Star Wars Episode 8, The Last
It's so
Jedi.
low. I was hoping you wouldn't pick it.
And now,
which
let me
of the
clarify.
Marvels
Let me clarify.
am I picking?
We're gonna do
Yeah.
the new rule that Nate complained about is total box office, not just box office during that calendar year. Jake, does that change your answer?
No.
Okay.
That actually helps because all the Star Wars come out at Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Actually, yeah.
Nate, what's your pick?
Gotta be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Which one is that one? Homecoming?
Yeah.
Homecoming.
That was my choice until I scrolled down enough and saw Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna get first or second, but I also don't want to waste
So
a
just pick 'em up
pick.
and be like,
Well, I don't want to waste a pick on some other one I want to take. You know what I mean?
You know
Pick
what
a
came out in
mummy.
2017?
oh wait, that might actually be
The
for
Mary
one.
Shelley biopic.
Oh, really? Who plays Mary Shelley? Mia Goth. I'm gonna take Cars 3 as my box
Elle
office choice.
Fanning.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna go Cars 3. It sucks, but it's a kids movie, so I'm gonna go for it. All right, I get Academy Award
Nice.
wins. I'm gonna go with Shape of Water because I know that won Best Picture.
Nice. Yep.
Nate, what's your choice for Academy Award wins? Year of Our Lord 2017.
Picking between 2.
Okay. Do you want to let us know which ones?
No.
Okay. Interesting choice. Oh, in case one of us doesn't pick it and you get to get it for nominees.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you're going to pick Downsizing or Beauty and the Beast. Maybe Paddington 2. Life Was
I might be
Bad.
way off. I suck at this game. Don't forget.
No, we know.
I'm gonna pick Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. Well, you know it's going to be up for Best Writing and Best Director, so you're good there. Probably Best Picture, so that's, 3 good chances.
Fingers crossed.
Jake, who do you think is the most
Assuming
wins?
to find out, like, oh yeah, wartime movies don't actually get awards very often.
I am willing to bet Shape of Water has the most wins.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to go with my old standby
Oh, boy.
and pick the best animated film,
Coco.
which on this list is Coco for sure.
I love the movie Coco. Owen watches it. Maybe.
Coco, I've only seen it once, but it has some banger songs. I still listen to the songs from time to time.
I've seen it 20 to 30 times, and it's unbelievable how good it still is. All right, Jake, nominees. Who would you like to take?
The movie that Nate is praying I don't take.
Oh, what is that?
3 Billboards.
Fuck. We all
I
were.
thought maybe you said it, but then I was like, maybe not. Like maybe he's like,
Dude,
I don't remember if
No,
you saw that.
I've never seen it. I just know you love it.
God damn it.
I jerk off Martin McDonough so much. There's no shot you guys are letting that get to me. So yeah, that's fair.
I was picking it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see.
All right, we're gonna go with nominees.
Yeah, you know what? Call Me by Your Name.
That's a good one. I think that's Jacob Elordi, isn't it?
Oh, did he already?
No, it's Jacob Elordi. Like he was just in the movie we
sorry.
watched.
I thought you said Jacob. I thought you said Jake picked or
Oh,
something.
no. That was Timothy Chalamet. That's it. Timothy Chalamet. Call Me by Your Name. All right, I'm going to go with, shoot, I just had it. Where is it? Phantom Thread. I feel like PTA got nominated. I feel like it probably got nominated for Best Picture, and I feel like it also probably got nominated for Best Actor with what's his bucket, Daniel Day-Lewis. Okay, Letterboxd review, and if it's in the top 250, you get a bonus point. I'm gonna go with Get Out. I think that one is gonna be really high, and I think that's in the top 250. Nate,
That makes sense.
what would you like to choose?
I don't even know if this matters, but I want it to be on here. Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I like Edgar Wright's probably like really my director guy.
I think
like,
so.
I'll watch anything by Edgar Wright, and I love Baby Driver so much.
He's got a movie coming out. I just saw a trailer for The Chain. Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see a trailer, I should say. It's their next one, I believe. Oh, The Running Man. That's the one. He did the new Running Man.
I don't know if I'm excited for that or not.
Have you seen the old Running Man?
No, but I know the story.
Super fun. Yeah. But this is more towards Stephen King's book, so it might actually be more interesting. We'll see. So Nate went with Baby Driver. I went with Get Out. Jake, where are you going for best reviewed on Letterboxd?
I think this one might crack the top 250. I'm actually not sure. I know that this is a movie that film people love, which is rare for a Marvel movie. Gonna go with Logan.
Logan. That's a great choice.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Good
choice. With that in mind, the next choice is going to be Letterboxd review count high. Who has the most reviews? Jake is up first.
We're slim pickings at this point.
Pretty much.
Like particularly for the like the viral movies were in these movies that we picked. Get Out, Logan, Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. A lot of reviews. That was taken. Not.
There's some interesting ones in here if you go far enough down that I think could be like shit on reviews. But I don't know if that I usually go that way and it always bites me. Always.
I'm gonna go with kind of that. Big movie represented a big turn in the series, more Marvel. I'm gonna say Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Good choice.
Nate, are you gonna follow the trend? A couple of other movies in that ilk.
Except that it's in a sequel, I guess. I'm gonna go with John Wick 2.
Ooh.
And hope that we're still interested. I think it was still good in the second one, so
I think it was good all the way through. Okay.
I remember losing my enchantment. The deeper we go into the assassin mythos, the less interested I get.
Yeah, that's right. I'm between two. I'm between Justice League because Snyder Bros are going to be fucking all over that.
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman because the third act of that movie left me fucking pissed.
I did not go low enough to hit the DC, not the top 50. So
I also was tempted to do Guardians because I love that movie, but I think Thor's probably the more popular.
Yeah, I agree with that. I went with Wonder Woman. I think that's going to have... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going Justice League. The Snyder Bros are going to be out there.
I feel like Justice League is the stronger pick.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be ahead of Nate either way, but I want to get ahead of Jake. Okay, next up is lowest reviewed on Letterboxd. I'm between two movies. I'm between the Tom Cruise Mummy movie, which was fucking god-awful from the trailer, and the Transformers movie. But I think the Mummy's what I'm going with. That was trash. The Mummy. Nate?
I was gonna pick the Mummy until I saw 50 Shades Darker.
Ooh, you do not know how many moms are gonna like that one.
I don't think those moms are on Letterboxd.
We're about to find out.
I was scrolling through. Actually, 50 Shades Darker was gonna be my pick, except it was stolen. But also, except I didn't even know this was a movie. They made a Death Note movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, you haven't seen it?
Is that the Netflix
I have
one?
not seen the Death Note movie.
You're right. I didn't see it because I would have picked it. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things I've ever
It's
seen.
good.
Oh no, we all missed the number one. The Emoji Movie was out.
Oh,
Damn.
that's so funny.
Damn. Okay. All right, we're gonna
Jake,
start off.
I need to watch like a smash cut of the. You've seen the anime, right?
Yeah.
Like the live action. I need to see a smash cut of this movie. It's so bad. It's like
What a knockout anime to make a killer movie for. It'd be so easy to make the sickest Death Note movie.
all you need to know is an all-white cast.
Ugh.
Bright spot though, Willem Dafoe plays. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
That's a
It's the only
perfect
good part of the
casting.
movie. I was so excited when I saw him. Like,
Yeah.
there's a trailer of him being like doing one of the lines and does the voice perfectly.
Yeah.
Everything else of the movie is the worst you can possibly choose. Anyway,
So, box office. Star Wars Episode 8 did come out December 15th. It was still number one for both ways of doing it.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did 517 mil in about 2 weeks.
That is arguably the worst Star Wars of the 9.
Is that Ryan Johnson's? I liked it.
I agree. Yeah. 8.
I liked it. Because it was different. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story,
man.
number 2. Beauty and the Beast, number 3.
Oh, that was Rogue One's year? I didn't see it.
Yeah, just
Rogue
March.
One is a good movie.
It came out the day after, December 16th. I loved Rogue One. Rogue One's great. Beauty and the Beast came out. That was number 3. Wonder Woman, number 4.
3?
Yeah. For total gross. It was number 2 for overall that year.
Wonder Woman did do good.
Find that wild.
Wonder Woman did really well. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, number 4 or 5.
Because for a while, Wonder Woman was by far the best DC movie.
Yes. Yep. Forgot about that. Guardians Volume 2 coming up next. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice.
Then It, Thor Ragnarok, Sing, Despicable Me 3, Moana, Fantastic Beasts, Doctor Strange, Justice League, Logan, Fate of the Furious, Coco, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lego Batman, The Boss Baby, Greatest Showman, Pirates of the Caribbean, Hidden Figures, Kong, Trolls, and Cars 3.
Is The Greatest Showman an Oscar-nominated movie?
Probably for song. I'd guess. It was a musical.
Okay.
I chose not to pick it even for like nominations, thinking that because I think it's so dumb.
I've never seen it. I haven't heard it's bad, but you know. Okay, Jake, your pick for Academy Award wins was Coco. It won 2 Oscars. Not
Nice.
a bad number, honestly. Not a bad number. Let's see what it won for. It is top rated movie number 73 overall. It won for original song and best animated feature.
Yep.
The
Classic.
song was Remember Me, which is a banger. Go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you go with like the banger animated one. It's usually a good pick for 2.
Yep. Dunkirk was Nate's choice. It has 3 wins. It won for sound editing. It won for editing. And it won for sound mixing.
That sound.
Dude.
Rocking my...
I
saw it in IMAX.
Oh.
I was gripping the sides.
Clenching the anus.
I need to watch it. I have an Atmos system at home, and I need to try it on there. It's gonna be sick. And my choice, Shape of Water, which I know won at least 1, and I hated that it won even 1. Let's see. It won 4 Oscars. I figured it won for like prosthetics or makeup or something. So it won for directing. It won for Best Picture. It won for music written for a motion picture, and it won for production design.
How do you so it won Best Picture without original screenplay. Interesting.
Screenplay that year was your choice, I believe. 3 Billboards. Let's go to those.
I love that, like, that movie. Like, we watched it. I don't know if we watched it for the podcast or if I just saw it.
You saw it, yeah.
Like, I think it's a decent movie. I love that the entire cultural impact is that fish fucking movie.
Yes.
Like, that's all people say.
Oh, I'm wrong. It didn't win Best script. We'll have to see who did. 3 Billboards is up next for Academy Award nominees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 2 winners. Sam Rockwell and Frances McDormand.
Movie must be pretty good.
It's my favorite director.
It's really just annoying that you haven't seen it.
I think you'd actually really, really like that movie.
You would really like it.
Really good. Call Me By Your Name is next up. Let's check it out. Call Me By Your Name. Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer by Luca Guadagnino.
Yo.
It was nominated for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chalamet.
It did win Best Adapted Screenplay.
Nice.
It has 4 nominations. Last but not least, hopefully, Phantom Thread. Paul Thomas Anderson's movie. It won 1 Oscar for Best Costume. 6 nominations for Phantom Thread. Giving Jake. Oh, I didn't do the points for the last one.
Oh, yeah, you didn't do.
We were all 4.
4.
Yes,
4,
yep. So we should all be at 4.
4. And then I get 2 points for being second. Nate gets 1, and Jake gets 3. So Jake has 7, Nate has 5, I have 6. Going into Letterboxd review with the IMDb Top 250 bonus. So we're going to start with Logan. Is Logan a top 250 movie? It is number 211. Bonus point for Jake.
Kind of cutting it close.
Yeah, you're shaving that one real tight. Taylor, you can blame your husband for all that noise. It's the clicking of keyboards. Its rating was 4.12.
Okay.
Not bad. Let's check out.
That's pretty good, but we've seen movies beat it.
We sure have. It's out of 5. Yeah, pretty good. Review activity. Imagine thinking this isn't the best superhero movie of the 2010s. The sequel to The Last of Us is wild. Logan was a better dad to Laura in a week than my dad has been to my entire life. Hugh Jackman stabbed me with those claws right in the heart, and I'm crying in the tune of Johnny Cash. It's great. Next up, Baby Driver. Nate's pick. Is it in the top 250 movies of all time? No.
That's about the Boss Baby chauffeur, right?
It is. Yep. 3.70 for Nate's choice of Baby Driver.
I went with my heart, and I don't regret it.
You know what? You have to sometimes. Let's see what they said about it. I'm guessing Kevin Spacey jokes will be in there. We'll see if they are or not. The Fault in Our Cars. God damn it. The Baby Driver doesn't drive a single baby. 0 to 10. His Spotify Wrapped must be wild. I would kill people and violate the local speed limit just to spend time with Willie James. An entire movie about a driver named Baby, and not once did Baby by Justin Bieber play. Loses half a star for making me kind of like Ansel Elgort. It's a video game musical. Great. It's a great movie. Go see it if you haven't seen it. Baby Driver. All right. Next and last, hopefully not overall, Get Out. Not in the top 250. I am shocked. I thought that was in the bag. Yeah.
I did too. I would have guessed.
But it got a 4.14.
Ooh.
So I'll take first, but me and Jake get the same number of points. 9 for me. Nate gets 1. Jake gets 3 also, so he's at 10. So I have 10. Jake has 10. I have 9. Nate has 6. Let's read some of the reviews on Get Out. Let's see. Pretty sure this is how Travis meeting Kylie's family looked like.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. The scariest moment in the movie is when the woman separated the milk from the cereal. People say white people have no culture, but did you see the bingo and turtlenecks? Checkmate, sweetie. He should have just get it out. Great. Okay.
Oh no, I love that if the movie Get Out existed in the world of Get Out, the parents would have told Chris how much they loved Get Out.
That's good.
That's so true. All right, now we're looking for the one with the most reviews. Jake's choice was Thor Ragnarok. Wow. 2.014 million.
Ooh, you scared me when you opened up with the 2.
That's a lot. I don't think we've had a lot over 1 million, to be honest with you.
1 million's good. This might be the first 2 million we've got.
I think you might be, yeah. I can't believe someone dead ass had to sit and animate Hulk's bare ass. The G in LGBT stands for Goddess of Death. Can you believe Taika directed an MCU film just to put in the phrase "devil's anus"? The moment when Thor gets hit with the ball is still the funniest thing in the whole MCU. Not wrong. 2 mil, damn. All right. Speaking of 2, John Wick 2. Let's see where Nate's pick lands him. Is it in hot water or hot fandom? 982K. Yikes. Close to $1 million, though. That would have been number 1 in a lot of other years, I feel like. So when we get to like the newer movies, I feel like there's way more reviews. So maybe we're just like skewed going with like.
Yeah, I think probably just the sites become a lot more popular.
Yeah.
I'm legit surprised. Like, John Wick 2 is a sequel, but Thor Ragnarok is a
trequel.
The third.
The thrice.
I don't know what the word for it. The thrice. The
Yeah,
threequel.
the threequel. No one. Any character in the John Wick films. He killed 3 men in a bar with, and I cannot stress enough this, a pencil. Winston, there's a bounty for your murder for $7 million. John Wick, blushing, because I'm worth it. John Wick is going to turn ISIS into was. Oh, that's really good. Okay, last one. The first cut of the Justice League. I wonder how many of these comments are just going to be release a Snyder cut, release a Snyder cut, release a Snyder cut.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for. 635,000. What the fuck?
Okay, what is going on with Thor Ragnarok? I'm actually very confused.
Russian bots. It got a 1.9, so I should have picked it for lowest. My favorite superhero is
Thor
Aquaman.
Ragnarok 1.9.
No, Justice League did.
Oh, Justice League. Yeah. I was like, it wasn't that bad.
My favorite superhero is Aquaman because I too like to contribute to group projects by yelling "my man" and "all right" and doing literally nothing else constructive. The Mevengers. Haha, okay. A 2-hour trailer is fun gag, but where's the real movie? To put it eloquently, this movie fucking sucks. Fuck movies. Snyder's cut made me revisit this. It's even worse than I remember. I'm not sure this is a movie. Yeah, people hated this movie. God damn it. All right. So I got 1 point out of that. I'm up to 10. Nate got 2 points. He's up to 8. And Jake running away yet again. 13. All right. Low reviews. This is for Death Note from 2017.
Cracks a 1.
1.49. Oh, Jake, you did it again, I think.
For the record, the show, 4.4.
Whoa.
Yeah, Death Note is
that's what they did.
It's like people's favorites.
Yeah, it literally, and it's usually on those lists of like, what should you show someone as their first anime?
Yeah, it's like this or
even the picture when you pull up Death Note, the live action,
it's annoying.
Makes you hate it.
This is the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Imagine making a film so terrible that even Willem Dafoe couldn't save it. Yeah. This whole movie should not be existed, my friend, while watching this. I want to write the name of this movie in the Death Note. The writers are fucking cowards for leaving out the gay subtext between light and L.
Oh my god, it has Margaret Qualley.
Me watching poor Lakeith Stanfield in this Get Out. I
don't even remember.
After watching this, I honestly wish someone would write my name in that fucking notebook. So
this review isn't funny. It's just worth noting for like how fucking bonkers this movie. It is incomprehensible to me that this movie ends with a bloopers reel.
Oh god.
Which is true. Like
that's fucked.
It's so wild.
Yeah. If the movie was at all made properly, that would so not fit the tone.
Yeah.
It still doesn't in the movie because the movie takes itself very seriously. It just sucks at it.
Yeah. Next up, 50 Shades Darker was Nate's choice. It got a 2.0. Here's some reviews.
I'm not even mad. I knew Death Note was going to win.
Yeah, that's fair. The yes was in Comic Sans. He bought her an iPhone when he has an Android. Green chat bubbles, a new form of BDSM punishment? Question mark. Christian Grey be like, don't let your boss be creepy and possessive. Let me be creepy and possessive. I'm sorry, but 3 butt slaps and then some missionary does not give me the darkness I crave. This films are a lot more entertaining if you picture Edward and Bella as the main characters, which is what it was based off of, right? Wasn't it like a Twilight fanfic that turned into a whole story? Fanfic. Yeah. All right, my saving grace, even though I can't win.
I'm so mad.
The Mummy, 2017, with Tom Cruise. 1.92. I can't even get that. That's crazy. Let's see some reviews. Go watch the trailer for this.
It was like 3.7, and that was like.
It's a good thing I had to pee for 75% of this because at least I got to feel something. 90 minutes of horribly directed action interspersed with 20 minutes of rambling exposition. But hey, Russell Crowe turns purple at one point. Oh yeah, they were gonna have him be Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. This was gonna kick off like the whole universe again of the Marvel or of the Universal movies.
Dark universe on one movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Mummy, Frankenstein, Dracula, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, bunch of stuff.
And then it culminates in the re-release of LXG.
Dude, I would be so pumped. Actually,
I was actually excited when I heard, and then I saw one trailer for this movie, and I was like, okay, well, that's not gonna do it.
The trailer was so fucking dog shit, dude.
It was so bad.
It was ridiculous. All right, I ended with 12. Nate ended with 9, and Jake, once again, gets 16. What a guy. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories, and you got 16. You averaged a lot of points. I was gonna say 4, but that math was math.
I can't believe you beat me with on Letterboxd review.
I know.
By 0.02.
I know. I thought I had it after that, but the Snyderverse let me down. You know, they were too busy.
Yeah, I'm shocked at that.
They were too busy on Twitter harassing women, so they couldn't go on Letterboxd.
Yeah, they had a big spread of their harassment campaign. It wasn't all Letterboxd.
It's true. They stayed away.
I'm still just like the Thor Ragnarok.
We don't want to watch the movie.
Like
we want to.
Why was Thor Ragnarok so high?
I desperately want to know.
I want to know what the highest ranked, like, what's the most reviewed movie on Letterboxd? Can we find that? You think? Popular
Sort by review count
all time.
If you can list movies, and
let's see. Parasite is number 1, 4.5 million.
Wow.
Rightfully so. It's the best movie of all time.
But what blows my mind is Thor Ragnarok is about halfway there.
Yeah. Well, this says Get Out is 3.7 million. Damn. Should I pick that?
Damn.
Yeah. The oldest movie that's really high is Fight Club. It has 4.39 mil. Yeah. I went to at the top of the page. It says browse by, and then I just went popular all time. There you go. There are 1.13 million films on Letterboxd that have a review. That's crazy. You know what's even crazier? You all are still here with us right now. Thanks for listening to our episode today. As always, I'd like to thank my guests, Nate and Jake, for joining me. If you're new here, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. If you do this on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review. If you're watching us, hey, thanks to the 2 new subscribers we have in last week. Be sure to subscribe like them to get all the newest videos from us, youtube.com/@RubinCinema. And as always, we're going to leave you something to watch next. I started watching Task on HBO.
Son of a bitch. That's my...
I am 2 episodes in, and I'm hooked. The first episode was a little slow. Like the first 2/3 of it was like, okay, I'm learning about these characters, and then takes off. I love it so far. Can't wait to finish it. Big fan. Jake, what do you think about it?
Yes, that was going to be my recommendation here. I watched a lot of Task as it was coming out.
Oh, really? Okay.
I fell behind, and I watched the last couple.
Yeah.
But yeah, just not going to talk about the story. Just going to tell you to go see it.
Yep.
Mark Ruffalo. I don't know. I just love seeing Mark Ruffalo and things.
He's really good.
And yeah, because he's like an FBI agent, but he's like kind of old and out of shape, and he just kind of does desk work now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good.
It is. If you can get through the first episode's rough. It's like, I think it's a little longer than the rest, and it's got to set the characters up, and that's all they're doing, and it's kind of slow feeling at times, but man, does it take off.
Those are the best recommendations when someone's like, this show's good after you watch the first episode, so like you won't miss it.
Yes. Nate,
just skip to the second episode.
Yeah, just who cares? What do you need to know about these characters?
Yeah. You skipped the bad episode.
I don't need to feel anything about them.
Right.
Nate, what do you got?
The second season of Minx just came out.
Ooh.
On Netflix, I think. Pretty sure. I'm sure I probably recommended the original. It's like set in the 70s. It's about this woman and guy opening it's like a guy who like makes porno magazines, and this woman comes in and makes the first, porno magazine for women featuring men. And like makes and she's like, she's like a feminist. It's funny. It's very funny. The guy who plays I think his name's, what's his name? Jake something. The guy in New Girl.
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson. I couldn't remember because that name is like two names.
Yeah,
I have it up on IMDb.
It's just first names.
Yeah. Jake Johnson. He's really funny, obviously. And the rest of the cast are people, I first learned about in this show, but I like them all.
I never heard of any of them.
Yeah, it's a good ensemble cast of like the top 6 people or so. And it's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah. And the new season, it's really funny. They kind of hit it big. Kind of spoilers, but like whatever, like because they're struggling the whole first season, but like obviously they made a second season, they survived. And there's a bunch of celebrities. The second episode of the second season, Carl Sagan. They bring in Carl Sagan to interview.
Oh god,
and it's really funny.
Nice. That's awesome. Good choice. All right, what's that streaming on?
It's on Netflix, I think. Yeah, I love the first season. The second season is just kind of like more. It's not as compelling as the first season, but it's just kind of fun.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
Nice.
And you like the characters, so like it's good.
That's good.
It's on Netflix, Stars, and Tubi.
To be or not to be? That is the question. You know, it's not a question. How much we all appreciate you. Thanks for listening to our episode.
I hated that joke.
Thanks for listening to our episode. We love you all. Enjoy your rum. Enjoy your cinema. We'll see you next time.